Okay, so this is high voltage, a limited time game mode where our goal is to get the new card. Okay, this time it happened to be Ghost Rider, the first Ghost Rider. In the future, it could be quite a bit different. There are missions that you can do to actually help you out. And these missions can be completed by using many different decks, but I'm going to show you guys a deck, okay, which I think is very good, particularly for this game mode. It contains no banned cards from this game mode whatsoever, because as you can see, there are some cards banned from this game mode. Gambit actually earned a ban after a lot of shenanigans. But let's actually look at the deck, shall we? The deck it's called Game Start. Some of you guys may recognize this deck. I did a video of this deck way back when, and it actually performed pretty well, and it performs well in high voltage, okay? I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are thinking, why Erisham in high voltage? Why Agatha in high voltage? Why Thanos in high voltage? Okay, well, here's the thing. Erisham, yes, they nerfed him, so his ability won't activate until turn 3. Yeah, that's the thing. And there's only 3 turns in high voltage, so you don't get the extra energy till the last turn. But the thing is, it doesn't much matter, okay? Because your goal is to play cards to complete the missions. Winning is secondary. A lot of missions have play at least 4 card cards or even play 6 card cards. Well, Agatha is a 6 card that will guaranteed play herself on turn 3, turn 2 for the most of the time, but if you get really unlucky on the energy, it could be turn 3, but turn 2 is usually the safe bet that she will always play herself. So that's one guaranteed 6-star right there. I just like the idea of Copycat in the deck. Also, let me know what you guys think of the variant. And yeah, it's just a bunch of weird shenanigans that shouldn't work, but it does. In fact, let me show you guys again this to sort of hammer home the point, which is that missions. It's all about the missions. Okay. You want to complete them. See, that said play cards with at least 4 cards, meaning that they can be 5 or 6 cards as well. This one, win a location with 20 or more power. This is what we want, the stuff we want, so we can unlock what we need. This is 1,000 credits. This time, this happens to be an Ironheart variant, and this time that happened to be the first Ghost Rider. I say this time because the high voltage is a game mode that comes back every so often, and I mean, right now, this deck works out brilliant. In fact, you should be seeing gameplay right now of this deck in action. In a game that I'll admit I thought I had lost entirely, but it turns out I did not lose. I just thought I did. Because, okay, I'll explain the game. See, I was up against a junk deck, and Agatha had played stuff in the worst possible location. So she ended up filling up a location But luckily, she ended up filling up the location because they couldn't put their negative power card in my location. They ended up playing a nihilist in a weird location, but even that wasn't enough for them to win, which was a bit interesting. But yeah, our goal isn't to win in high voltage. Now, that being said, winning does give you 20 volts, which isn't really enough for anything. Technically, it can add up and maybe let you complete the stuff that you need, like maybe a 10 early or so, but the missions are what are going to get you there. Okay, it's 100 refill per mission, so if you wanted to refill all 3 missions, 300, and they fixed it, so you can't just keep doing the 500 mission and refill 500 instantly. It was something you could do at one point. Also, can I just say, if they decide to introduce a bunch of new borders through these free game modes, I don't really mind. High Voltage, in my opinion, is one of the more free game modes. Because yes, you can pay to refill your missions and whatnot, but unlike the other modes, I don't really feel the need to spend a lot of gold or any gold to get the thing. I think they did reduce the time because I remember this being 2 weeks long, but maybe I'm thinking of Deadpool Diner and this was never 2 weeks long. But either way, I still don't feel like I need to spend gold on this game mode, which for me makes it a truly free game mode, and I can appreciate that. This game mode, although with that said, I will admit, since it had no stakes at all, it's only fun to do every so often. But that's neither here nor there, okay? So I think I am going to actually end the video off here. I showed you guys the deck. In fact, let me show you guys one more time. This is the deck. Hopefully you guys have some luck with it, or at the very least, let's see you guys finish off your bounties or missions rather. Oh, and I guess technically a side note, Alliance missions can be completed in this mode as well. As long as it doesn't involve cubes, because this mode doesn't have cubes, it can be completed technically. So keep that in mind. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.